Good morning. Welcome to Bear Mountain. Today we're working on a project that's going to get our Snapdragons ready to go for harvest, which we would think sometime around the end of April. These are what we're going to switch to here is taking a look at our overwintered Snapdragons. These were all planted from mini blocks, and they're now at a point in time where we want to pinch them. Some of them are a little more advanced than others because of I think it has to do with a little bit of the variety, grouping and that sort of thing. But ultimately, in the end, what we're going to do is get these guys all pinched down so that we get anywhere from 4+ stems per plant. So right now they look a little sparse. So when we take a look at it, we'll just take a look at the various varieties and the various differences in size. And what we're going to be able to see here after we get them all pinched out is that we'll get a more uniform look at it over time. All right, so to give an example of how we actually pinch these guys, let's just take a look at a typical Snapdragon right here. Like we have one right here which is about 6 inches tall, and when you look at the side of it, you can see clearly there's 1, 2, and almost 3 groups of side branches starting. So what we'll do is we'll say, okay, well, this is about 6 inches tall. We got at least 2 to 3 good side branches, so that could give us up to 6 stems on this plant. So use our forefinger and our thumb and just pinch and pull, and it's done. You can see we got the 2 here and the 2 there, so we'll be pretty good. Now we've been going down through the whole row and doing this, and the last thing we're going to do after we do a little quick weeding on here is to go through and we'll apply some blood meal and cottonseed meal to kind of give it a nitrogen boost and a little bit more for the soil biology when it really starts kicking up here in the next month. In about a month or so, probably by the end of March, what this is going to look like is almost like a green carpet. Things look a little sparse right now because they're just coming out of winter dormancy. But once we begin to warm up, these side branches will grow and things will begin to fill in. And actually, there won't be any need for any weeding at that point either. So let's just kind of wrap this up here and say this is one of the winter chores we do, but it really boosts our yield on these guys, and we'd recommend pinching winter snaps any day. Well, here's a little nugget just to share with you folks. Notice off to the side of this pinched Snapdragon, what appears to be a weed is actually a little baby Snapdragon. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Well, that's when we know it's time that these Snapdragons are going to start growing, when they start germinating. Get a little better focus there. So, this bed had Snapdragons in it a year ago, and look what's coming back. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping in today and checking out what we're doing with the Snapdragons. These winter snaps should be ready to go for harvest. What we're looking at targeting is usually around the end of April, first part of May. Kind of depends on how the temps go. When we harvest, these guys will be probably in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 feet tall, and it's just amazing how much they take off in the month of March. Once the temperatures warm up, these guys really rock and roll. And so anyway, be sure to check out our other videos. Hit our subscribe button, which will be either here or here, and follow us on YouTube. We've got other videos and other things about season extension, other things are going on the farm, so be sure to check us out. And thanks again today for coming in. Bye.